Welcome back to the channel where we smash myths and help you think differently about money. Today we're diving into a statement that we hear all the time. That statement is whole life insurance is a bad investment.
Whole life insurance, cash value life insurance is the payday lender of the middle class.
I'm telling you, Jonah, I hear that all the time, man. So please, let me take a moment and clarify for you guys. It can't be a bad investment because it isn't an investment in the first place. The word investment implies risk. For example, stocks, mutual funds, real estate, crypto. Those are what you would call an investment.
Yeah, whole life insurance, specifically designed for infinite banking, that's important, is not about risking your money. It's about growing it with guarantees and using it while it continues to grow. So Sean, let's bust this myth from the ground up. Where do you want to start, man?
So I want to start by breaking down why we consider a properly structured whole life policy to be the ideal asset. Here's what I mean. Properly designed whole life insurance has traits people wish their investments had. Think about this for a second, guys. Guaranteed growth, uninterrupted compounding, tax-free access, liquidity, stability, and that's just to name a few. But here's the kicker that I think a lot of people actually miss. You don't have to choose between safety and growth. You can have both. That's why we call it the and asset. You can do this and you can do that. So Jonah, why do you think people call it a bad investment?
Number one, Sean, they hear it from talking heads all the time. You know the guy I'm talking about with the envelopes who's always comparing whole life insurance to the stock market. The same stock market where he thinks you should be getting 12% in no problem.
If you look at the average of the Standard & Poor and the estimates of what it would have been had those particular companies been in existence since the stock market's inception, you'll see an 11.5 to a 12% rate of return average annual.
Well, compare that 12% return everyone is apparently getting to whole life insurance, and of course, there you go, man. It's a bad investment, simple as that.
But Jonah, you can't compare something that's risky with something that's not risky. That's like comparing jumping out of an airplane to giving your kid a toy airplane. They're built for different purposes.
With infinite banking, your cash value is guaranteed to grow, just like you see in this example here. Now, it doesn't matter if the market crashes or interest rates drop or your crypto wallet goes to zero. You have a contractual guarantee. I love that.
Jonah, if you don't mind, I want to take a second and break down a few traits that investors would consider ideal to have and how whole life actually provides those for you. So number one is liquidity. You can access your cash within days of your policy going into place. You have no penalties and there's no waiting until you're 59 and a half. Number two is control. You choose how and when you use your money. No contribution limits, no market crashes messing up your plans, and you get to decide if and when you pay it back. Number three is consistency. Even when you borrow against your policy, it continues growing. I don't think you guys understood what I just said there. You can take money out and use it to go make more money while it's still in your policy earning money for you. We'll give you some examples of that in just a second, but that's the power of uninterrupted compounding. Number four is tax benefit. It grows tax deferred, loans are tax free, and the death benefit is also tax free.
This is starting to sound like a good investment, but in yourself, Sean. Would you mind expanding just for a second on the idea that your money can be earning for you in two places at once? Like, how is that actually possible?
Of course. So the idea is when you borrow against your cash value, you're not withdrawing it, you're leveraging it. The cash value actually stays put and keeps compounding, even while you're using the money somewhere else. You want to give them an example of that real quick, Jonah?
Let's say you borrow money from your policy to buy a rental property, like similar to what we did.
Or you use your policy loan to fund a personal investment. Here's an example of one of my more recent investments. I took a policy loan for $65,000 and I put that into an investment earning me 1.25% a month or a total of 15% a year. Once your investment starts turning you a profit, like the $812.50 a month shown here, you're now officially earning in two places at once. My $65,000 is still earning me continuous compounding growth in the policy, and it's making me an additional $9,750 a year in passive income. Remember, infinite banking isn't either or, it's the and asset.
So you guys may be asking, if it's not an investment, what is it?
It's really just a financial foundation. It's the warehouse where your wealth lives before you send it out to work.
We use it as a launch pad, a place where money grows with certainty while staying liquid, while staying accessible, while staying protected.
So Jonah, if someone asks you if whole life is a bad investment, what are you going to tell them?
Yeah, I'm going to tell them no. And that's because it's not an investment at all. It's an and asset. It gives you long-term wealth building and access to your money when you need it.
And don't forget, guys, if you use it correctly, if you use it like the wealthy do, it can become the most powerful tool in your financial toolbox.
If you've ever been told that whole life is a bad investment, now you know what's really going on. And if you want to learn how to design your own policy and start banking on yourself,
be sure to click the link in the description to book a free cash consultation, or check out our Save and Spend System overview to get a more detailed breakdown of the infinite banking concept in action.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what other infinite banking myths you want us to bust next.
We'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.